this because I can reach these
There
better.
you go. Here's this. But I have to tell you, this would be in every stocking in my house.
This is an awesome gift. It sells out all the time, but get one for yourself and get one to gift to friends. And get one if you hate to cook. If you are someone that just cooks to live, like you're gonna bring home a pound of meat, maybe a couple of vegetables. My friend John is like that. He eats mountains of protein, and you're hard pressed to get a vegetable in him unless it's got cheese involved with it. But anyway, if you're somebody who's a basic cook, you like to bring home fish, steak, chicken, throw it in a skillet till it's brown on both sides, sit down with a fork and a knife, and dinner's done.
Yes.
These are for you. If you're someone who loves a lot of flavor, but you don't want to invest a ton of money in a spice pantry, these are for you. If you have a friend that loves to cook and you want a really thoughtful gift or hostess gift or host gift, these are for you.
Yeah.
This will last so much longer than a bottle of wine. First of all, the 4 spice grinders are much larger and you get much more quantity than you would in grocery store bottles. You're getting twice or more what you buy when you buy those little bottles that cost a fortune in the grocery store. And each one of these, I wrote the recipe for the spice blend, and they're made by this woman. She's a fair trade company. She empowers other women to get them out of poverty, putting them to work. And I have never seen, when she came to us and showed me her samples, I've never seen dried herbs, spices, onions, and garlic of this quality ever, ever, ever. And I was a food buyer for a lot of years, people. Now, in this first blend, the Perfect Poultry, now we all know the powdered poultry seasoning we're used to.
Looks like dust.
This is parsley, sage, rosemary, thyme, just like the song. Lots of onion, big chunks of onion, look at that. And black peppercorn and sea salt. Amazing flavor. And remember, poultry seasoning isn't just for Thanksgiving, it's for every time you make a turkey burger. It's for every time you want to cook a piece of chicken breast. Up next, if you love grilling, in the winter, put a little of the applewood smoked sea salt on anything and it tastes like you grilled it outdoors. Amazing. Then we've got my Italian seasoning. This one is the one I'm most proud of. My Italian seasoning tastes like a sausage. It's crazy. It's got fennel seed, tons of garlic, big chunks of onion, coarse black pepper, red pepper flake, rosemary, and thyme. It is stunning. Delicious on anything. Then we got the one I wrote that I literally have on the set all the time at the daytime show and that I keep right by my stove at home. It's my 24/7 seasoning. This literally has everything but the kitchen sink in it. It's got juniper berries, crazy, delicious. It's got red pepper, black pepper, onions, garlic, coriander, cumin, everything with the kitchen sink, and it's got such an unusual flavor. I use that in everything from steak to salad dressing. It's fabulous.
So
really
I know we've
fabulous.
got Dixie on the phone who would love to say a quick hello. We may even need speakers
guys, turn
on
up
up
the
here.
speakers, will you?
Hi, Dixie.
Hi, Dixie.
From Indiana. It's Albany, and you're on live with Rachael Ray.
Hello.
Hello.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you too. Dixie, do you have the spice grinders or are you getting some?
I'm getting some. I have a salt
Turn her
and
back
pepper
up, guys.
one,
I
but
can't hear
don't
her.
have those.
You've got which one, Dixie?
I have a salt and a pepper one, but I don't have these 4.
Yeah, you're gonna love the blends when you get them. And again, you can't find quality like this in the grocery store, period. You just can't. I think you're gonna be really, really pleased. Poultry seasoning.
Yeah, I
You do
think
poultry
so.
seasoning.
Okay.
And you know
My
what's
whole
great about
kitchen is
grinding
running
them?
right away.
You know what's great about them is when you grind them, you can
smell
smell
it. I was gonna
everything.
say that.
Because you know they're dried herbs and spices, so they're sitting in a little bottle. When you grind them, it wakes them up. And when I would teach on television and show people throw in a little dry oregano or marjoram, I would always tell them lightly crush it in the palm of your hand to wake it up. It's been sitting in a bottle. Same concept here, except you're getting like 5 different spices in one or 8 different spices in one, and you don't have to make the investment. Man, that smells crazy.
It smells amazing.
The Italian one, that little bit of fennel, smell that fennel?
I do smell it.
The second you grind it, you can smell every ingredient. You're gonna love it. They're so easy, you're gonna flip.
Well, Dixie, they are on
Yes,
their
I will.
they are on their way. Thanks so much for chatting a little bit.
Yep, thank you. And my whole kitchen is done in Rachael Ray.
Awesome!
That's great.
I'm so
Thank
happy to be in there
you.
with you,
Thank
sweetheart.
you.
Thank you for calling in.
Bye.
Thank you.
Happy
Bye.
holidays, sweetie.
So we just used the fennel at our house to, we did stuffed acorn squash. And for whatever
Yum.
reason, I can't get my kids to eat broccoli or green beans, but if I put it inside an acorn squash, which looks like a flower,
That's
they'll
adorable.
eat it. They'll eat it. So it's interesting how you say it wakes up, because I feel like it gives a burst of flavor in your
It does.
food.
It absolutely does. Once you grind it, you release all of those aromas, and you eat with all of your senses.
Yes.
Look,
Ooh,
we
look
melted
how
our
good
cheese
those
with our
look
little
good.
lids. These are the silicone lids that are coming up, and people freak out about these, and they sell it every time because they go on hot or cold.
Right.
So any pan that you have that doesn't have a lid, now it does.
They actually also keep mommies from yelling at children when the microwave is in use.
Yeah, because it won't
Yes.
splatter. You just
My
put the
voice
little lid
seems
over
to
it.
grow
Right?
octaves when there's like a Jackson Pollock painting on the inside of my microwave. But when you start think about how you like to get cooking, for me, my husband thinks he's the master griller of the universe. This goes in his stocking. But I have to say, some nights when I'm coming home from work and I'm in between soccer games and everything else, I need easy. I want to be
all
able
you
to
gotta
throw
do,
it on there.
Put a piece of fish or chicken,
Yeah.
whatever you like, a little bit of the seasoning blend, and you're done.
Keeps me from going through the drive-thru.
A little bit of lemon juice
Yes.
and the seasoning blend, and you'd be done.
Well, did you have snow on the ground this morning?
I did not, but I
I
came here today, and it's the first
snow.
snow I've seen.
Well, how about that, the smoked sea salt? That
the
kind of makes
smoked
me
sea
feel
salt?
like I'm getting to grill all year round.
It really smells. The second you grind it, it smells the aroma.
I know.
Smell it.
Ooh, it does.
Anything
Barbecue.
tastes like it came off the outdoor grill. My husband loves this on his pork chops. He loves those big double cut pork chops
Yes.
with the smoked salt. Yep.
I think what I like too is when you grind them, they don't become dust. It's still chunks
It's still
of
beautiful,
big,
right.
beautiful herbs and spices.
Amazing.
They do smell really
so
good.
great.
So
They're
we are
phenomenal.
getting a little busy on the phones. I need to let you know that these do sell out a lot.
They sell out every time we bring them in.
When you start to think about it, this is a large portion. And it's all sourced, and it's all Rachael Ray's recipe. I love the story of the fair trade. And when you think about it, this is an easy way for whether you've got a college student cooking in a
Right.
dorm room, or you've got a young mom, or your grandma's in assisted living, and they just love flavorful food.
Yep.
It feels like home.
You get a lot of bang for your buck, and the thing
Yeah.
that bugs me about the grocery store blends, A, they're overpriced. You don't get
yeah.
any product in the package. And B, you don't know how long they've been on that shelf.
Yeah, it's gross.
You don't know how
No, you
often they
don't.
rotate that stuff.
No.
If it doesn't sell, has it been there a year, 2 years? You don't know.
That's gross. Hey, we're going to go to Carrie from
Hi,
Missouri.
Carrie.
Hi, Carrie. It's Albany, and you're on live with Rachael Ray. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. How are you ladies today?
We're
Wonderful.
good.
So, have you
Good.
tried these before?
I have not. This will be my first time. I have a lot of Rachel's stuff.
You're going to
and so
love
I'm
them. They're
sure
so
that I
easy.
will love them.
What kinds of things do you like to cook, Carrie?
I'm not really a big red meat eater. However, my husband is, and so I know that he will use this a lot on steak. But I was thinking more of on fish and chicken.
Yeah, on the seafood and the chicken, the Italian seasoning and that poultry seasoning on turkey burgers or ground chicken or chicken cutlets or chicken thighs is great. On the steak, I love the 24/7 and the smoked salt is delicious on anything grilled.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't use
Are
the
any of them
smoked salt on
spicy?
fish though.
Are any of them spicy?
The Italian one and the 24/7 have a little red pepper in them, but they're
Okay.
all. I mean,
They're
you
not
control
crazy
that.
spicy.
You keep
Yeah.
adding more until you've got enough blend on there for you.
Okay, great.
Well,
You're
I
gonna
can't
love
wait.
them. I think you're gonna be
Yes,
excited.
I know. It'll be fabulous. Thank you for taking the time to chat, Carrie.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Rachel. I'm a big fan of yours.
Thank you, sweetheart. Have a great evening. Bye bye.
You too. Merry Christmas, guys.
Hello.
Bye. I have to tell you, she's already talking Christmas. This is a whole set for that favorite chef in your house. My middle child is now starting to cook. So
Yeah,
each of the two oldest have one night a week where they have to cook dinner. They're totally
That's
responsible
fantastic.
for dinner.
You know, we did an experiment with a family on the show,
you?
and everyone in the family, including one young man who had a bunch of intramural sports and he had a broken arm. He even made dinner one night. They didn't eat till 10, but what they got out of it was so much joy because they all were involved in every
Yeah.
meal. Everybody shared that self-esteem that you get
Yeah.
from preparing food and sharing with people you love. They weren't fighting as a family as much. It was such a great piece, and it was just a simple experiment of everyone in the family cooked one night a week. It's a great lesson.
Well, we ate a lot of eggs for dinner for a couple weeks because he's only 9. So he was like, I can do eggs. All right, well, then we're having eggs.
Breakfast for dinner. Who doesn't love that?
We do, but you know what? When you start to think about spices that are already setting you up for success, when I first started cooking, I didn't know what spices went together, and you've done that
And
for
a lot
us.
of people don't have the money to build a
whole
spice
thing.
pantry.
Right.
You know, you don't want to go out and spend $60 buying 9 different bottles
That
of
might not be
spice.
good.
And you know, not a lot of people have the storage space to keep a huge pantry of dried herbs and spices.
I
too.
agree. Well, when you get these home, you're going to you can separate them out, you can use them as individual stocking stuffers. Each one of them has their own grinder on it. There's your perfect poultry. I'll just go right down the list. The next one, as I am selfishly sad because I had snow on my grass this morning. I want to feel like I'm grilling all year round. And then we're going to go to the third one, which is the Italian. Oh my goodness, look at that. You can see all of the different ingredients.
Isn't that great?
Like
Isn't
dried
that beautiful?
dust. It's not like cardboard. This is the real deal. And this
That's
is
the
your
24/7.
You use this on your show.
Well, I use all of them on the show
But I
from
mean,
time
I just
to
feel
time.
like this is a go-to. Like this
These are everybody's go-tos. You know, the most popular blends in anybody's pantry, if you do have a lot of spices on hand, are the Italian seasoning blend.
Yes.
And poultry seasoning. Everybody has poultry seasoning.
Absolutely.
But you don't have poultry seasoning that looks like this.
No.
Poultry seasoning usually looks like powder. This is parsley, sage, rosemary, thyme, sea salt, black pepper, coming out of a grinder, being freshly ground, insanely delicious.
The first time you do it, you can smell it.
Yeah, you really can.
Changes
the
the scent.
24/7 has juniper, salt, pepper, red pepper flake, onion, coriander, cumin, literally everything but
love
the kitchen
cumin.
sink. So it's smoky, it's savory, it's earthy. The Italian seasoning blend is my personal favorite. It has fennel seed in it, tons of onion, garlic, red pepper, black pepper, sea salt, rosemary, thyme. They're beautiful, really beautiful blends.
Well, I have to tell you, there's even some tips on the back of where you want to pair them with, but almost 3,000 have been ordered. We are super, super busy on the phones.
Happens every time we bring
it
them in.
does. If you can do
if you
automated
want
ordering,
it for Christmas or Hanukkah, better get them now, guys.
automated ordering at QVC.com would be best. It's M28734.